Hello everybody and welcome back to Coffee with Apophii. Today we are going to be hanging out, just chatting. I've got a cool background for this one. This is actually going to be a shot that I took out the window of my apartment. I did sort of a continuous shot on my cell phone. I'm going to time lapse it and hopefully get some like cool action going on with the clouds and stuff. I don't know. Let me know what you think down in the comments section. I'd really appreciate that because I'm just throwing stuff together and we'll see. I have another one. I have a lightning storm that I took as well. This is a few months ago, but I might do that one a little bit later. Hopefully it looks really good. I haven't looked at it yet. I haven't looked at the footage between either of them, the clouds or the lightning, so I'm not sure how that's going to go. Anyway, what I wanted to talk to you guys about today is actually hot foods. It's something that I'm really, really passionate about. And of course, I don't mean hot as in like temperature. I mean hot as in spicy. I really, really like spicy foods. So much so that I have a collection of hot sauces. A collection that is actually probably a little bit crazy, a little bit verging on obsessive. Actually, I'll tell you guys how I started getting into hot foods a little bit. A buddy of mine, and this is back in high school, a buddy of mine, he kind of got into it and he said, hey, come over to my place. I got this new hot sauce. I want you to try it. I said, sure, why not? I mean, it's a hot sauce. Let's go over and hang out. So I went over and he had, and I believe it was Da Bomb Ultimate Insanity hot sauce, which is quite hot. It's habanero based. So I tried it and he was like, be really, really careful. It's going to be super, super hot. And I ended up trying it and it was very hot, but I also really liked it. So from that point forward, I realized that I kind of had a thing for these hot sauces and started collecting them. So right now I probably have, I don't know, I want to say about like 15 different bottles of hot sauce ranging from, well, of course, I'm discarding Sriracha and Frank's and Tabasco because whatever. But I have ones ranging from like just slightly hotter than Tabasco to the hottest one that I have is a Blairs 2 a.m. It's the second hottest commercially available hot sauce. It's crazy. It's really, really, really hot. You have to add drops of it into things. So if you're going to make a pasta sauce, you add like 2 drops, maybe 3 drops to the entire pot of pasta. And you can expect that to be like murderously hot. And it's absolutely fantastic. I love it because for people who like hot sauces like I do, you sometimes get a craving for a hot sauce and you really want something that you're like, give me something crazy. Give me something really, really crazy hot. Every once in a while you get that sort of craving. So this is a really, really good hot sauce for that and it's delicious. But I have all kinds of ones in between and they're really, really good as well. And so I really love having this collection because I can kind of choose where I'm, what I'm feeling on that particular day. Do I want something that's just pure spice, or do I want something that's more floral or aromatic tasting? It's interesting because people don't really appreciate hot sauces a lot of the time because they are so ridiculously hot that you can't, most people can't really taste the subtle flavors to them, but your body gets used to it pretty quickly and you end up sort of appreciating the more subtle flavors in them. There's like sweetness and different spiciness to it that's kind of flavors that are underlying that your body just can't process if you're freaking out about how hot it is. The other thing that's really, really cool about hot sauces is the fact that, and I know I'm just going through a ton of this stuff with you guys, but it's something that I think is really cool, so hopefully you guys think it's kind of interesting. So the reason that hot sauces are actually hot is because of a chemical called capsaicin. That capsaicin actually reacts with your cells and nerves in your mouth, and it basically tricks them into thinking that they are on fire, which doesn't sound all that pleasant, but a few of them only trick a couple nerves, and so it feels a little tiny bit spicy. But when you get into really, really hot sauces, they start getting to the point where they are absolutely just flooding your senses with hot feeling, and it really, that's where you get the burn from. And there's actually a unit for measuring how hot something is. It's called a Scoville, and a Scoville is how much I believe it's sugar water you need to dilute something in before you can't taste the spiciness anymore. So for reference, a green bell pepper or red bell pepper, I think there are both around 50 on the Scoville scale. And then stuff like Tabasco sauce is at I believe it's like 5,000, jalapeno peppers at 9,000, habaneros at 100,000, and the hottest hot sauce that I have is sitting at about 1 million. So that's sort of the scale for you, and it's it's pretty crazy. But for those of us who like hot sauces, it's a really cool scale, a really good way to gauge. And yeah, so it's just a lot of fun. I enjoy hot sauces and thought that I would share a little bit of that with you guys. So anyways, guys, that's going to be it for today. I really like hot sauces, and I just thought I'd share a little bit of that with you guys. I hope that you kind of found it interesting, maybe learned something. I don't know, that's not the goal. I just thought that, I think it's cool, so maybe some of you guys would think it was cool. Thanks as always, and we'll see you next time.